Welcome to another episode of Wall Watch, where we see how women respond to hitting a wall. Now, today I have a treat for you guys. This is a viral video across the internet right now. It is of a woman who's asking other women to rally around her because she feels so sad. Now, before we get into this clip, I want you guys to go in with two thoughts. The first one is she getting better or worse? Again, we all get older. How are we handling it? The second thought is, would you marry, date, or avoid this woman? Now that we have those thoughts in our mind, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, so here we go. Let's get into it.
I'm not someone that posts or cries or anything on the internet, so this is a new one for me. Okay. I guess I need girls to rally with me and lift me up because I feel so defeated right now. I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time for.
Oh my gosh, fellas, are y'all tired of hearing that? Somebody worth her time. Oh shit! All right, here we go.
Years, and dating apps are so awful. I don't need to explain to you how awful the dating apps are. So I've been trying to meet people in public, and they're still trash when I do randomly meet people in public. But tonight takes the cake.
Tonight.
Last week I'm part of an app that you can basically get invited to these events, and there was a comedy thing coming up, and I bought a ticket that maybe I'll meet people here, maybe I'll meet a guy, or just meet people in general that I can become friends with, and then who knows what could happen. And let me just tell you how this went.
We're listening.
I show up, it's a limited seating. Get there first, it was like an open bar, and in my head, I'm a prompt person, so I got there 20 minutes beforehand, and I happened to be the first person there. Okay, kind of weird, but okay. They tell me, since it's an intimate thing, try to sit in the front row because it's going to be hard to get people squishing through there, and it's a sold-out show.
Right,
okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I
sit in the front row, and it's about showtime, and I'm realizing nobody else is in the front row. It's just me. Everybody's filled in the back, every row's filled with all the couples, of course, and then it's just me. I guess people some people of course some people are gonna drop out and not show up, but the host of the show comes up to me really quickly and mouths thank you for sitting in the front row, and she proceeds to go up onto the stage and pointed out had everyone clap for me for being brave enough to sit in the front row, and that was fine. I get it, people are afraid to sit in the front row, and I was kind of excited for it when I thought there was going to be people there.
Right.
And it was just ironic that, the reason I was there was to meet people, and it was I was a piranha. So she informed the crowd that, I was safe from being picked on because I was brave enough to sit there, and I'm oh, okay.
Enough. Oh, okay, listen, we heard enough. The fact that this woman sat in the front is hilarious. When was she gonna realize that her competition, which is women, that they're after the same guy? This woman is literally going after the same guy that all men want, and she's even sounding like the gorgeous women. Let me say this: her looks does not allow her any time to jump to the front of the line. She just doesn't have the looks. And when I say the looks, I'm talking about for the guy she's interested in, because the guy she's interested in, all of the women are in line for that guy. So she's not going to get to the front of the line. Even if she gets to the front of the line, this is going to happen. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Right? they're going to move her ass out the way because she's not the one that they're looking for. The dating apps, the men that she's meeting in real life, they are a reflection of what she looks like. I don't know if she sees that though. Now, here's the funny thing. When we start to think about would you marry, avoid, or date, marrying someone is long term. Would you really want to put up with all this hard ass sniffing? Listen, when she doesn't get her way, I have a feeling she's going to be a really hard sniffer. So for me, I've been married before. I would tell you I would pass. And so are the men that she's looking for. But if you're looking to date her, this may be fun because the women who don't look as good, right? The women who are not gorgeous, they don't lead with looks. They lead with what they could do in the bedroom. So this might be a fun time, but this might be why she continuously finds herself in what she deems trash relationships or meeting men that she calls trash. Now, avoiding her, I don't know. I mean, she put herself together, kind of well. But, I don't know if it's the fillers or, something got her looking really old. I mean, this is the reason why I put her on Wall Watch. Now, since we're talking about Wall Watch, right, the next question is she getting better or is she getting worse? All this hard sniffing, it's already giving her a red nose. So I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this is not helping her get any better. In fact, this is making her worse. The frustration, the desperation. This is what happens to women as they age, as they get older. When the fun times stop, right? Meaning she's no longer young. She's no longer, like the young hot chick. Now, there's another young hot chick that's right behind her. This is the woman that's leapfrogging her to the front of the line. No matter where she is in that line, the more attractive woman will always leapfrog her. This really makes me question women's IQ. Like, I know women are smart, but I'm wondering about what we deem as smart because listening to this woman, I'm like, she's asking her competitors to rally around her. Like, men, we're told to man up, get your ass up. Don't just lay there, get up. But she's laying there and crying and asking her competitors for help. Now, if you guys know anything about women, when they compete, they are vicious. I mean, vicious. Oh my gosh. And look, let's just say this woman was lucky enough to get the guy that all the women want. Does she think the competition is going to stop there? No. Women have no shame today. So they will be looking to snatch that man right from her. And if she decides that she's going to let her ego interfere in anything, guess what? She's going to be bumped right back to the back of the line. Right? This is proof that finding a man, a good man, is rare. Finding a powerful man who has a lot of resources, whether it be wealth, connections, it is rare. It is extremely rare. And she's showing us this. How she's showing us this? Every single woman wants the same thing. And the messed up part is they're not getting it. Now, I'm not going to lie. When she talked about meeting somebody that's worth her time, I'm thinking to myself, what makes this woman so special? It's not her looks. And so I'm hoping that it's really something else. But the messed up part is men, we're looking for a woman to lead with her looks. We're not looking for a woman to lead with her accomplishments. You get to know a woman's accomplishments after you've already looked at her. After you've already decided, oh yeah, I would love to bend her over, or I would love to have her, pent up against the wall, or, whatever fantasies you have in your mind, that's what you see first, right? I mean, for me personally, I don't know. I mean, I don't really get turned on by a woman telling me that she got a doctorate or a bachelor's degree. Like, that's cool. I'm happy for you. That's a great accomplishment. Congratulations. But that's not what's going to get me to be like this in the bedroom, right? Like I'm not going to be rock solid in the bedroom because she got a bachelor's. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I felt a little disrespected when I heard her say that the dating apps were trash and that the men that she's meeting are trash, because there are amazing and terrible people everywhere on this planet. Now, what you can draw in and what's drawn to you, it is a reflection of who you are. Now, and when I say that, what I mean is the acceptance of it. Right? Like when you acknowledge the trash, you get more of it, right? Whereas if you acknowledge what you truly desire, what you truly want, the same holds true. You get more of what you desire and more of what you want as you focus on that. Now, I get it. When it comes to men, men only want one thing, but so do women. The only difference is they want other things to come with that. But believe you me, if the intimacy is not there, they will be looking elsewhere. Just like if the finances are not there, they will be looking elsewhere. Morality is completely gone. Shame is completely gone. Women are sexually liberated. Now, this is a result of women being sexually liberated. That's why I keep saying, we got to start to question women's IQ, because like, who's telling them that they can have everything? Who is telling them that they can really just manifest this perfect man? Because the perfect man doesn't exist, just like the perfect woman doesn't exist. Now, for a man, we'll say that the woman is perfect because we understand that you don't get everything. We also understand that as a woman ages, things in her body change, right? And because we've had this conversation so many times, we understand what happens as a woman gets older. Her hair turns gray, but she starts to dye it. Things start to droop and start to sag. So what do? They go ahead and start getting the Botox, right? This is probably, I'm not going to get into that. But what I'm saying to you guys is, as we age, our body changes. Now, some women really constantly run to that doctor and constantly, the cosmetic surgeons. These women are running to the cosmetic surgeons and trying to get things pulled back and, tucked and cut off. And I get it, right? Because when your attraction level drops, you become invisible, which means you're not getting the same attention that you used to get. And women want attention. They thrive on it, right? That's the ego. That ego is blocking them from actually seeing what's there, including themselves. Fellas, this is why I keep hammering home confidence. Now, for men, confidence comes from doing something thousands of times, something that you've done it so many times to where you kind of know how it's going to go based on what happened, right? So if we're talking basketball, if we're talking conversation, if things start to go left, all right, I have a rebuttal for this. I need to say this or I need to say that because you've been in that situation before. It's just like being on a basketball court. If you shoot the ball too hard, you put a little bit too much wrist, not enough fingers, it's going to hit the backboard, right? Or it's going to hit the back of the rim. But that's like a feel thing based on how many times you've done something. So here are 3 things to improve that will increase or heighten or rebuild your confidence. Meditation, working on your mind, exercising, working on your body, and then investing. Because that's going to be the thing that's going to help you get to a point or a phase of life where you no longer have to work. That's where we all want to be. That's where all the women want you to be. In a position where you no longer have to work, but the money is coming in. So it's important for you to invest in things that give you a return on your money. Adapt to dating, fellas, because as you're figuring out life, you have to understand that there are categories of women: wife, companions, fun girls, gold diggers. And these women, all of them, are experiencing friends with benefits, situationships, flings, and vacay bays, right? Think about it. If the woman is on vacation, you're going to have a good time with her. Now, I mean, when you meet the woman on vacation, you're going to have a good time with her. If you don't believe me, go ahead, find some more stories. Matter of fact, I'll probably start doing more stories on women and their girls' trips, what they're doing. This is how hookup culture is playing out. Some women get it, some women don't. But they're having fun until they can't have fun anymore. But I have a question for you guys. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you are watching these videos, you are becoming the best version of yourself. Now that this video is done, do me a huge favor. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.